All right. Bum, 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 bum. Going on, Charles and Nuke? All right. Um, I'm not sure if I can make that bigger, but so what we see here. This is a special look at my map today. Um, I went and had some fun yesterday with the drone, and yeah. Um, I think I need to say this just to put it out there. I'm not a monetized YouTube channel. I have no intent of ever becoming monetized, and this is purely just for fun. Um, so, um, so I'm gonna show y'all some footage that I took yesterday. Right in this area, can't see it, but there is a airstrip for RC planes, which is what Sandy's dad used to do. Um, that's their house. Her grandmother's house is across the street right there. There is a gentleman that has some sheep right here, and if we back out, we go up the road right in this area. Just off the map, there's a big hog farm. This right here is a chicken farm. Um, this over here is a big, what do you call it? Grain farm, arable farm. They do tobacco and corn, and um, I think they do wheat, maybe soybeans. Um, a lot of hay um, in that area. Um, I'm not sure what's in that area. Trying to look at the and back off the map. There's some other farms and stuff, but we'll see it in the footage. Part of it may be over here. It's kind of hard to tell with the thing, but kind of reorientate ourselves with how the. So this is how. Let's see, trying to get kind of centered. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to take off in this corner. We're going to fly way out. Actually, going to go past this, come down, over and around. So, um, so I think I was already in the air when I did it, and I don't think there's any sound with this. Um, my main intent with this was to try and get an idea of how thick the trees are. And I mean, really, I was just having fun. But let me see. Can y'all see? Yeah, there's a mountain off here in the distance. That's Pilot Mountain. which is Mount Pilot from the Andy Griffith Show. Full screen. So we'll do it like this. Um, there's details that I wanted to see, um, like the road, paths like that. Things like this little trickle right here. Um, what do they call it? Crop circles. I'm just picking. Um, cows. I think that's cows. Yeah. So I've talked to the people at this farm personally. They wish that I do not say their name, but this will be the main farm on the map. There's traders here that these are tobacco traders, and then their silo complex. Um, they've got a John Deere harvester down here. Um, they said that they use John Deere mainly because that's the dealership that we have locally. Um, and then right here, right in this area is where the map ends. Um, this is a hospice home out here, and then a middle school. So with the middle school, we are in a like fly with caution zone. So um, I don't know how well you can tell, but the elevation is not. There's not that much elevation there. Um, over here was something. The you see the solar panels off to the left. That's something that I didn't know about. Um, I didn't even know that that existed. Solar farm, I guess you would call it. Um, and it looks like they're done with it. Sandy's mom said that they were working on it, getting everything in place, but when she saw the footage, she thought that it was looked like they were done with it. So um, yeah, big old long lines of silage, right? But like this right here, one of the main things I was after was seeing how dense the trees are. Um, so I guess there will be an opportunity to do some logging. Um, some pine trees in this area. Looks like a lot of like pin oak or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Sandy's over here telling me back behind her mom and dad's that there's farms back in that area, and we had the yeah. Um, some of them are not working. They're just old farms that are not being used, I guess. People may have passed away. Looks like somebody's riding a dirt bike out there. They got them a nice dirt bike track, nice little area to ride. The Someone had asked me one day about my the map looked pretty flat. Um, I don't know from 300 feet. I don't know that this really gives you an idea of that or not, but it's really not. Um, when I was looking at the Google Earth images, there's only one elevation line in this area. So there are some subtle dips and stuff like the trees right there in front of you. It looks like it kind of dips down a little bit, but it's really not much. Um, it probably looks like it's probably more than what it is how I've made my map so far. But um, one thing that's cool to me is that you can see the paths of like where their equipment has turned around and stuff. Kind of get an idea of how they harvest the field, or um, this looks like it would be hayfield, hay or straw. So I'm gonna pause this for a second. Um, One thing that I need to do, um, we're gonna go back and we're gonna show. I'd like to print this off, right? So that I could take the drone, and I think I did pretty good coming back this way and then coming up. We actually went past that, and you'll see when we come back to our home destination, we actually fly over kind of like from this angle across the chicken farm. That's the chicken farm right there. But I'd like to take and follow this road out. You know, how see how far it goes um, with the drone. But to have this kind of printed out to where I can look at it and be like, okay, I need to follow this road, or you know, take the drone, you know, and follow this road out, stuff like that, um, to get an idea of like what different what different stuff is there. So we'll go back and play this now. So when I'm doing the map, I'm gonna make it as accurate as possible, with the exception of the houses. Um, like some of this out here, like let's just take this for instance. I may not, if this is on the map, I may not put those houses there and just make that one continuous field just for simplicity. Um, there's some more silage in the field there. You can see straw, straw or hay right there. Another John Deere tractor. Um, some straw up against the building there. Some details like that I think are would be cool. Got a farm here, an old farm here. Sandy's mom doesn't think this is in use anymore. Um, but it looks to me like they're at least do some straw or something. Straw or hay. Looks like a tractor with a tedder on it or something. I don't know what it's called. couple of small ponds and stuff. So a lot of this area versus where I actually live, um, night and day difference. Where I live is a lot more hillier, um, and there's not as much farmland um, in the part of the county that I live in. There's a excavator down there on the left. That's pretty cool. See, like here, there's a lot of pine trees in this area, but then there's a lot of other trees that are um, tall. So there'll definitely be some logging opportunities. So right here, I was just kind of turning around to see how thick the woods are. And in a minute, here in a minute, the drone's gonna say, "Hey, I gotta go home. You're running out of battery." Cows off there in the distance. There's that excavator right there. Looks like a small one right there. Digging something up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can't see it. I'd have to pause it. There are quite a few cows right here. So this is where it's gonna, I think, start going up. Yeah. So the drone's gonna return home now. And some of the footage is actually outside of what's actually going to be the map. But there's some details that I want to um, kind of move over. Um, the solar panels, I want to actually have some of those on the map. Um, even if it's only like three or four. But so this is the chicken farms that's close, the chicken houses that are close to Sandy's mom. So these two are the older buildings. They house chickens, and then these two right here are the newer ones. Yeah. So these pack houses are Sandy's grandfather's old pack houses. Those three. She said that he built them. This building right here is where they burn. Um, I reckon where they burn the dead chickens and stuff. Where at? Over here. So off here, just to the right, Sandy says there used to be a pond, but it's dried up or filled in. And I actually think on the map, let's see here. Um, I actually think on the map that the pond is there, right there. It looks green on the map, but all the ponds on this water. So like right there was a pond. Um, and that's just the way they look on the map, on the Google Earth. So this is Sandy's mom's. Um, that was her dad's building. He had kept the Corvette and the Camaro in. Well, actually, he kept the Corvette under the carport. Um, and then this was her grandmother's house. Her uncle lives there, still lives there. So over here, let me pause this just for a second. This gentleman right here is the one that has the sheep. Um, I haven't I haven't flown over here yet, um, but I'd like to get kind of see how the sheep pasture is. They come off the side of the building. I know that. Yesterday when we went out there, the we didn't see the sheep, so they're probably in the building there. But little pond back there and stuff. What was interesting to me was like when we visited her uncle, we've been back to this building, and right there, like during the summertime or whatever, everything's green. I didn't even know that there was that that kind of a field back there behind it. I just thought it was woods because Sandy's car. um, it was just kind of you look back through there and you see some more trees off in the background. So yeah, I don't know who that ugly dude is wearing the 49ers stuff. Yeah, he is. Rough looking. Yeah, I was just messing around with the battery, like the battery life. Saying it's like, oh crap, you're going around. All right, how do we repeat off? So we could save a frame. That would be cool. But how do I exit full screen? Okay. Um, let's see. Let's check this one out. So, all right, let's go back. Oh, it's going back. Come on. I can't do it quick enough. Um, let's let it play out. So that was a pig farm. Um, it should go out and then come back over. No, I didn't take any pictures. I thought so. Sandy asked me if I took a picture of the church. Um, the all these videos right here is actually one video put together. Yeah, more cows. So let's do these in order. Let's go back to this one. This is broken up because what I did. Um, I don't know what I'm doing here to be honest with you. Just messing around, I guess. So I wanted to take pictures, and when I was in video mode and I thought I was taking a picture, I was actually ending the video and starting a new one. So this is finishing up the first video right here. Solar panels. Yeah. All right, I'm back. My headset cut off. So I have my drone set to go up to like 300 feet when it returns home, which is why it went up and then come back out. So when I did this, I wanted to go off um, north to, like, say north to south, right, down one edge of the map, and then I wanted to turn around and come back, and then I was going to go east to west, right. So I got one side and like one end of the map, and then my for the third battery I was going to go diagonal across the map, but I actually ended up being able to go a lot faster. So um, exit full screen. And at this point, I'd already been flying for a little bit. This is the second battery. So off here to the left, um, off here to the left, that's a place. There's a bunch of Coca-Cola vehicles there, transfer trucks and stuff. Like it was an old welding shop, is what that was. So this is a road that's leading up to the cow farm, and it is just off of our map. It's leading up to the pig farm, is what I meant to say. And the way that looks right there, it might be good to put the animal dealer up in this corner and have the hogs back behind it. That area right there kind of reminds me of like an animal dealer in the game. You could go back and pause it and count and see how many cows they have. Not like to spy on somebody. No, Epic. I'm making a map. So this is drone footage of the area that I'm making. Um, let's see. So this is the map that I'm making. That's gonna be my map. So um, I was thinking about doing a train, but I might rethink that now. So that's the way my map is right now. Right in there, I've started putting pavement down, and this loop right here was going to be a train just because I wanted a train to be on there. But I'm I'm second guessing that now. So let's go back to the video. All right, but there's all kinds of Coca-Cola trucks over here. I think they may have had a contract with Coke to repair their trucks or something. Manure heap down there. Yeah, see that right there kind of looks like a what would be a animal dealer. So that's off in the distance is a hog barn. Hog barns. Hog farm. I'll probably say that 10 more times. Alright, so that was that video. Um, exit full screen. Yeah, I thought I was taking a picture. Yeah, that's the same he's asking me about. It. This is the hog farm. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and then there's four off to the side. Um, yeah, so there was four, and then there's the others, the four original buildings, and then so then we go back out the road. Let's see. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Trying to do this full screen. A big old manure heap. I was messing around with trying to do a maneuver. Didn't do too good at it. Yeah, I have delivery coming today, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that would be them. I don't know who the horn, who's beeping the horn. All right, on to the next one. Sorry, I was looking out the window. Like that little creek right there doesn't even show up on the map, I don't think. All right, Newt, have a good one. It looks like an old chicken farm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing work on it and getting now that I got detail or now that I can get more details. There's an old um, this guy got in trouble with uh, with the law. Um, there's what Sandy's mom said that there's trailers that are buried out there. Um, there's a vineyard that bought part of the land past that, and she thinks that they left that part of the land alone. I was messing with the zoom there. I mean, it should come back out here in a second. Yeah, there we go. That right there almost looks like there might have been some damage to a building. Wind damage or something. And then the last one is only 10 seconds. F11. That's cool. Zoom to fit. No, we don't want to do that. So we'll go back. I'm gonna go back and replay this one. Um, Let that go around. I'd like to go back and take it with the in cinematic, the where the camera movement is slower. Um, yeah, yep. Sandy was asking me something. So this area back in here is Dobson, North Carolina. Let's go back just a little bit. Pause it. So that's Dobson, which is like the downtown area, and the chicken plant where they um, cut the chickens up and stuff, harvest the chickens, is in that area. And while I'm mentioning that, if we go back to the map, so Johnson's farm, oh, crap, the main farm is in this area, right? Right in that area. I think right there. So what I thought about doing was a chicken plant, if I can get it worked out, up in the corner, just to kind of loosely base it on the area. Yeah. So when we make the map, I can't put that name on there. I wish I had some music playing though. Something or something that would do it. But it's pretty neat. Pretty neat to fly over and um, it's like Sandy's mom was saying. Like it's one thing to see, you see the front of your house from a ground level, but to actually see it from an aerial view, it's pretty cool. So so all this farmland that you're seeing right now, this is all um, taken care of by the same family. And what'll be interesting here in a couple months, I'm sure I'll still be working on the map, but to go back and go over the area while the crops are growing. I think that'll be neat. Yeah. So let's see. Do I have that pond? Um, no, I don't have that pond. So there should be a pond over there. We'll have to we'll have to work on that. Yeah, that's a big row of salads right there. Three big rows. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think so, Sandy. I wonder if the game does the game have solar panels in the base game? Pretty cool. Pretty cool, babe. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while this is still playing, and I'll be right back.
Battery 70%.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, see, like I need to get a I don't know. When I'm working on the map, it'd be cool to have take this footage right here and have it put up on one screen and pause it. and I may try and do that. Um, well, I don't have a third monitor hooked up right now. Well, could though. What's going on, Julia? How you doing, Bruce? Um, so I was just going back over the main video. Um, this is just flying around the main part of the. If I can pause it. Let's see here. When you look at the map right now, I am I'm down in this area, maybe even back here. Um, oh, we're doing pretty good, Julia. I'm actually smoking a vape right now, not a cigarette. So having a good day. Earlier when we was at the beginning of the stream, I was showed this footage first. I think it's neat to see how they were turning around in the field. You can see the tire tracks, and um, I think that's pretty neat. So this area right here is definitely this is off of my map. It's not. It's off the edge of where I'm going to be doing. So what I'd like to do, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Um, if we go back to Giants Editor, what I'd like to do is print this off, right? Um, if I could print that, even if it's on just a regular piece of paper or whatever, so that I could take and like take the drone and like follow this out, right? And then follow that road out. I know it's going to come down to this one, and then maybe curve around that way. um, just to actually get the roads and stuff. Um, yeah, let's go back. Go get me some orange juice real quick. Still got 6 minutes. Not as bad, but a little bit. All right. Mm. See the little excavator right there? That lets me know it'd be okay to have terraforming on the map. Check that out. Anyway, looks like a building. Or, no, that's some water. Um, and like I said earlier, this is just trying to see how dense the woods are, for the most part. And having it, bringing it back, and then looking at it on the TV. Um, when you're sitting there and you've got a little 8-inch screen flying around, you got kind of a glare from the sun on it. You don't really see the details um, till you come back in. Like I'm seeing this almost like it's the first time. Like the little creek and stuff that's running, runs across the map there on the bottom side. It cuts through those woods and stuff. Um, like I know the creek's there, and I have it on my map, but to actually see parts of it the way it is pretty neat. Um, the tire tracks that are in the field, some of the fields where you see drive, like you don't see that stuff when on your little screen. Um, but to come back and be able to see this footage and like um, different areas where they have cows and stuff. If you want to be accurate and be like, okay, let me pause the video. It's like, all right, this cow barn, he's got 20 cows or whatever. Um, just to be accurate, if you wanted to do a little cow shed and put 20 cows in there, and or a cow pasture. So we're coming up on we're coming up behind where Sandy's house is now. This gentleman does chickens. Um, there's two old buildings on the left and the two on the right. So for those of you who wasn't anybody that wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, um, cows out to the left. So Sandy, if I'm not right, the the cows that are on this side, do they also belong to the ones across the street? This is to the left of your mom's house. That's the chicken. Yeah. So, but what about the ones across the street? Okay. So Mike takes care of both sets of cows. Okay. And just for me, so the red building's over to the right, Bruce. That's where the sheep are, and actually they are out in the field. You see that, babe? The sheep were out in the field. Hold on, I'm gonna back it up. Oh, too far. We didn't see them when we pulled up. You can barely see them right now because of the tree. No, look, they're out in the pasture right now. Well, not right now, but see right there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Looks like there's 8 to 10 right there. But he's got more than just 10. I do know that. Yeah. Where? This back here? That? Yeah, that's where the pool table is. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's where the pool table is. Yes. Yeah, that's where the pool table is, and then the tractor's parked back there in that part. Okay. Right. Like, like right in that area. That's cool. Right. So pretty neat. All right, let's go. F11. Yay. So we'll go to this now. Pause. Let's go back. Where's the pause button at? Is that pause? Oh, Sandy, will you bring my I should pause it. My glasses. So right here, this is what I think. Looking at it further, I think this is the Hawks, right? I think those four buildings are the Hogs. And then when it pans over here, I think these are chicken houses. Sandy's mom thinks that that's all pigs, but I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Right there. Oh, come on, come on. Right there. That area right there, I think is the Hogs, right? And then this right here is more chickens. But your mom said that it was hogs. So it doesn't matter. Mhm. Let's see. Can we pause it? Let's go back 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So probably 50 to 60 cows right there. So this is back where the hogs are. You know where the coke vehicles are? Right before that. This, yeah, that's Sandy says that's a veterinarian's house. Look at the little cow out there by the tree. Pretty cool. Mhm. I think the kid riding the dirt bike. We got to do that. We got to do the. We got to do a dirt bike trail back here. The kid riding the dirt bike was cool. Yeah, that's a dirt road. It goes back there to the hog farm. Yeah. So I was just messing around with the zoom, trying to figure some of the stuff out on the drone there. Yeah, the paved road or the dirt road. So that right there is just the paved road um, across from the dirt road. Okay, if you go on up a little farther. Up this way? Okay. I think there's dirt road and I think there's chicken house. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that road that we were just on is just right, probably right out here, going up that way. It's really not far past that. Yeah. I wonder. I know where you could go to take a. I wonder if you couldn't take and go back to Google Earth and see if you can tell that. Do you know what the zip code is for Dobson? Search 27. Salem Baptist Church. There's Dobson. There's the courthouse. So we have to go out this way. No Hill Baptist Church. That's close to that church. So what's the name of the church where your dad's buried? I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. So there's the hog. I think that's the hog barns, and that's the chickens. So right there is where I was standing, flying the drone. This right here, that strip right there, that's a runway for Sandy's dad. He him and a couple of his buddies would fly RC planes out here, and that's where they would take off. They actually have a flag. I think that's it right there. It's one of those wind things, but they would take off their RC planes down through there. Look, there's the pack houses. That's the chickens back here behind them. Their burn building. So pretty cool. But even then, there's details that you don't get from looking at this that you do when you're with the drone. It's pretty cool. I'd like to fly it. Like this is where stuff's been harvested. So what I'd like to do is fly, do it again in a couple months when crops are growing, like several months, as we start approaching summer or whatever, when there's actual growth out here. If we go back to the map, let's take that down. Actually, we don't even have to do that. Just do visibility. So our edge of our map cuts right through there. I wonder if you could see where the guy was riding the dirt bike. Right there. Yeah, so look here. Right there is where the kid was riding a dirt bike. We could do the dirt bike trail on our map. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, it would be like right back in there somewhere. Right there. Yeah, we could fudge it and make it on the edge of the trees or whatever. So there's a creek that runs right. You can kind of see the bed of it. Goes right through there. See where it's at. Pretty neat. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. There's a couple things I want to do to the footage. We may try and just want to mess around with it for a little bit. Um, I may actually go play the game, but Julia, Bruce, who else we have? Julia, Bruce, Nuke, Epic Domain, Charles. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been fun, interesting. Um, I think it's cool to you see details like the tractor tracks, tire tracks. You know, that's one of the neatest things for me. See how they like you can tell how they harvest and then turn around and come down this way and turn around. They made a big old loop right there. Pretty neat. I don't know. I think it's cool. No, I might even take a nap with you, babe. But remember, life's too short not to have fun. Um, not to have good beer. That's right. Let's see here. Let's put a beat. Let's put a. Let's do this shot right here. F11. We'll end on this right here. Yeah. So that's it. That's the main area of the farm. What you see in front of you, or of the map. So tell your loved ones that you love them before it's too late. And thanks again to everybody for coming out. Um, I've enjoyed it. Enjoyed sharing this with you, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So we'll get out there and we'll get some more footage and some photos and stuff, and we'll get us a good map made. So, with all that being said, thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Three, two.